going on, guys? I'm Scrappy. I am here today to do kind of a 1 month update. I know I haven't done any other updates, so it's not really an update. It's kind of just starting a chronicle of my dread journey. I'm kind of just doing these so that I have something to look back on. Hopefully in the process, people that watch these videos that are curious about how to start dreads, how to do dreads, will learn something from me and my hair, but also just to check it out. Yeah, these are my dreads. I started them with the towel rub method, and that worked pretty good for me. I used a microfiber towel. I think I got it from like Home Depot or something. I was getting them for something else to clean my house, so these worked pretty well. I also used coconut oil in conjunction, and what I did was I took the towel and I just put it in the clockwise motions. I think this is clockwise, hopefully it is. This is the way I run my hair all the way around. And that is what sectioned my afro off to start the dreads. I didn't want kind of squares. I kind of wanted to be random, kind of like semi freeform type thing. Not exactly freeform because I did the crochet hooking on my hair. It's one of these here. Hopefully you guys can see that. The crochet hooking. So what I did was I came in and I jabbed my hair afterwards after it was all sectioned off, and that's what I did to get them to kind of form and pack together more. I've done this before though. I wouldn't suggest everybody use a crochet hook on your hair because some people's hair is a little more brittle. I have really thick, really strong hair. I've taken care of my afro beforehand. So the crochet hook didn't do anything to me, but I just wouldn't suggest it to everybody. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody's hair type. I don't want somebody to rip their hair out with, using one of these thinking, I did it so you could do it too. But yeah, that's what I use to start my dreads. I also have scalp issues. I get dandruff and a little bit of eczema up in the front. I don't know if you guys can see that. I get a little bit of eczema up in the front that I combat. And the way that I combated it the best, the stuff that's worked the best for me even before I started my lock journey, was using this stuff right here. It's Nizoral. I think I got this on Amazon for I don't know. I can't remember how much I paid for it, sorry. But this stuff works really well. I put some tea tree oil in the shampoo because it just does really well for soothing your scalp and kind of getting rid of any bacteria that might be on your scalp a little bit. At least that's what I hear. I don't know. It's just what works, so I just use what works. But I put a little bit of that in the Nizoral, and I don't put that in the actual body of my dread. I just try to get that in the scalp so that I can get rid of some of the dandruff because I get really dry scalp. And then something else that I do in the meantime, in between washes, is I take the coconut oil and the tea tree oil and I combine them together, mix them up in a little bowl, and then I take my finger and I just run it across the little parts, areas in my dreads. And that really is what works for me. I've used this stuff. It's T Plus, it's coal tar shampoo. It did not work. It actually made it worse. So it's just kind of going to be what works for you guys. If you guys have dandruff really badly, it's just something that you're going to have to combat. If you get this stuff in your dreads, you need to wash it out really well because it can leave a little bit of residue. But I would suggest not trying to use something that's not going to work for it because it can actually make it worse. And eczema, psoriasis, that kind of stuff can actually slow down your hair growth, and you don't want that. It's going to make it so that your dreads don't mature fast and they kind of stagnate, and you don't want that to happen. That would be really depressing. So if you're using something that already works for your scalp, use that. Now I wouldn't say don't use Head and Shoulders because that stuff's really, really, really residuey. But something, with a little more strength can be beneficial for your hair. And then, so here, let's take a look. These are my dreads that I think one of the longest ones. This is a thick one, but it kind of sticks up like this. Like I said, I'm only 1 month in. I think I did them September 20th or something like that. So it's a little over 1 month, but I got around to it. This is what they look like right now. They kind of do whatever the hell they want. Some of the ones on the side are pretty flat. This side kind of smashed down. I sleep on this side of my head most of the time, so this side kind of smashed down pretty quick. A lot of these ones are flat. A lot of the ones on the back of my hair are also they're really cylindrical down here at the nape of my neck, but then when you start to go up, they're really flat again. So I'm not really sure why these ones stay cylindrical. The back ones stay cylindrical and the other ones don't. It's kind of weird. And then the front of my hair has a hard time locking, obviously, because that's the most oily part of my scalp. And it's also the part that you get the least amount of pressure on when you sleep. So it'll take a little longer to lock. But I use the crochet hook. I don't do that obsessively. I've done it probably 3 times since I started my my locks, just to kind of pull the hairs back together after a wash. Obviously do it when it's dry, don't do it when it's wet, that'll rip your hair out. And then, I'm sure that you guys can find, hopefully, I don't know, I couldn't find very many good ones. So maybe I'll make a video on it, of the correct technique on how to crochet hook your hair if that's what you're gonna do. Like I said, I wouldn't suggest it for everybody. But if you don't do it the right way, you rip a lot of your hair out. So it's really not worth it if you don't know what you're doing. Just don't even mess around with it. But yeah, this is my kind of 1 month. Hopefully I'll get a better camera. I'm doing this on my phone right now. It's taped to my mirror. Hopefully I'll get a new camera. I'll get a computer so I can edit stuff. But for now, it's kind of real basic. So thanks for watching the video, guys. In the comments below, I'd be interested if you guys want to tell me why you guys started locks. Maybe I'll make a video about that after this one. Just kind of saying, why did you guys start? What do you guys like about your locks? Why did you guys start locks? But I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.